Trending online right now, the Beatles, and it's for a good reason. 50 years ago today, the Fab Four had arrived in America and were on their first tour of the United States. This is video of their visit to Cleveland in 1964. But of course, the performance that introduced them to all of America was their appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show 50 years ago this week. And the Cleveland Rock Hall is celebrating the anniversary by bringing in an iconic piece of Beatles history.
They certainly are. They'll have on public display one of the guitars that John Lennon played on the Ed Sullivan Show. News Channel 5's Michael Baldwin has more on this. Michael, this is so cool. How long will it be here in Cleveland?
Well, Chris and Danita, the guitar just got here from New York around 5 this afternoon, and it will be here at the museum for about 2 years. But this weekend only, you can see it without a bracelet for free because the Rock Hall is putting it out in their lower lobby to honor the Beatles arriving in America 50 years ago this week.
The Rock Hall plays with a lot of history, and tonight they simply added another note from one of the biggest legends in musical history.
Oh yeah. Tell you something, I think you'll love.
It's the 1964 Rickenbacker guitar played by the immortal John Lennon of the Beatles. He strummed this instrument after the first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show back in 1964. Something happened to it and he couldn't get it fixed in time for the next show. So he bought this one that's now on display at the Rock Hall.
Yoko Ono has loaned us John Lennon's Rickenbacker electric guitar, the very guitar that he played on the Ed Sullivan Show on their second appearance on the show.
Trust me when I tell you they went over everything preparing for the guitar's arrival, even delicately going over the case that will go over it with precision. Rock expert David Spiro says go check it out because this is the guitar that changed the game in rock and roll.
If you talk to any musician that was around at the time as a young kid, that's the turning point for them. That's the day they turned to their parents and said, I want to buy a guitar.
Months after the Beatles played the Ed Sullivan Show, they played a concert at Public Hall here in Cleveland. So it's quite possible the Rickenbacker was played there. John Lennon did an interview on Channel 5 with Don Webster.
Who is, if there is, a chief Beatle?
Me.
Is there a leader of the group?
Not really, no. If anybody gets the blame for anything, it's me, so that's why I'm called the leader.
All right, cool video there. The Rock Hall sent a curator to New York to go pick up the guitar from Yoko Ono herself. Rock Hall President David Harris says, no, we didn't use UPS for something like this. Live on your side, I'm Michael Baldwin, News Channel 5.